As we arrive at this fourth Sunday of Advent, we're finally ready to turn our hearts to the Christmas story, to the birth of Jesus. We started Advent with an overview, right, of the entire cycle of salvation, and we prepared ourselves to walk through this liturgical year. And then we looked to the second coming, not how Jesus came 2,000 years ago, but how he comes today and tomorrow. And with John the Baptist, we prepared our hearts for that coming. But now the church invites us to turn our minds, our hearts, back to those stories of Jesus' birth. And we find ourselves with Joseph and Mary and an angel. And this year, particularly as we read Matthew's account of the story, we find ourselves walking very closely with Joseph. And I love that. Joseph, Blessed Joseph, is one of my favorite saints because of the great generosity and love with which he embraced something he certainly had not planned for. His life is that story of loving and embracing even what wasn't planned. He had found, right, the most beautiful, the funniest, the most interesting girl in all of Nazareth, right, and all of the surrounding countryside, and they were going to be married, and they were going to live this incredible life together in Nazareth. And he was excited about the family that they would raise and the children that he would have, and Mary runs off to the hill country of Judea, and I'm sure Joseph's friends were like, "Aren't y'all engaged now? Like, are you sure this is a good idea?" And she comes back 6 months pregnant, and Joseph's trying to figure out what to do with this, and the angel says, "It's okay, this is from God," but is that really okay? like Joseph's still being asked to raise somebody else's child. Joseph's still being asked to embrace his wife in a way that he never imagined, right? It's possible there were some Essene cults we find in the Dead Sea Scrolls that embraced a life of chastity. But most likely, Mary and Joseph had no intention of living together in a celibate way. And yet, this is the life he finds himself leading now at the angel's invitation. And then another dream shortly after that sends them scurrying off to Egypt. I can only imagine Joseph telling Mary, "We need to stop and pick up some melatonin. I can't take many more of these dreams." But here he finds himself a refugee in a foreign land, not home in Nazareth, where he had his tools and his livelihood and his friends. No, in Egypt. And this life that he embraces. We could focus on the struggle. We could focus on the fact that Mary probably should have leaned over and said, "Joseph, I know you didn't sign up for this, right? Like if this is too much, just tell me, I understand." But it wasn't too much, and he embraced it. And the reason why I love to walk through this story with Joseph is because it's our story. Like, we make up these plans and dreams, but life isn't ever what we plan. And the real value of life, the meat of life, the joy and fulfillment in life is our ability to love the things that we didn't plan. And for us today, maybe just to walk, especially with Joseph, preparing our hearts for this incredible gift that God pours out, but knowing that in our own lives, he'll pour out that gift in unplanned ways. And it will be our ability, like Blessed Joseph's, to embrace what wasn't planned, to love what is given, that will make that gift valuable for us.
Exercita sancti facta est deserta, sion deserta facta.